Hey everybody, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I decided to do a video all about tips. Now, originally I thought I was going to do one video with like all the tips. But then I got to thinking and I'm like, what if someone doesn't want to sit there through a 20-minute video about all the different tips? What if they know about a lot of them? What if they don't want to watch them all? You know, like, that's not like fair to them and, you know, it's not helpful. So I'm like, okay, what can I do here? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to break it up. I'm going to have, different videos for different tips. That way, if someone's going through the videos and they see, oh, tip, blah, 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 they're like, okay, I want to watch that. They click it, it's a couple minutes, and that's it. They don't have to sit waiting to hear, the tip that they're interested in. There's really no way for me to list all the tips, really. I mean, I know I could put it in the description box, but again, that's like reading through all of them, and same thing as like sitting through the video, right? So anyways, separate videos for separate tips. The first tip that I'm going to talk about is because this has happened to me a couple times. If you have full dentures, or when I say that, I'm not saying you have to have a top and bottom. I'm just saying no partials or implant retained denture, or, stuff like that. Like your standard denture, no remaining natural teeth. If you have that and you don't have glue in, be careful if you get into an argument. And I'm not talking like how I'm talking to you now kind of argument. I'm talking like, an argument. And this is why. When I'm talking to you now, after wearing your dentures for a while, you'll notice that like your muscles here and whatever, like here, you learn how to like use your tongue and all that to like help keep them secure. Like while I'm talking, I'm kind of unconsciously like, or subconsciously, holding them in, where they're not gonna like come flying out at you. Difference when you're in an argument and like a heated like, oh my gosh, da da da, like I can't believe you kind of argument. You're concentrating on what you're saying. You're trying to say your points, right? So at least this is what happened to me. I got in an argument with my boyfriend. Thank God it was him and not somebody else. I probably would have been a little mortified. I mean, I was a little bit, but, he was cool with it. We were in a really big argument, and he's loud, and it's, like, really hard to be heard over him sometimes. So I got loud, and therefore when you get loud, you open your mouth wider because you're screaming and getting louder, and I just really wanted to, like, tell my point. Next thing I know, my teeth are like, I mean, sometimes your teeth move and it's not noticeable, and like this was like noticeable. Like they came like up and out, and I was thinking, oh my gosh. And I thought I'm gonna have to do a video about that one day because people need to be careful about that. So here we go with this tip. That's what I'm telling you. Be careful arguing if your dentures are not secure. Bottom line, because you're too into the same thing. It's kind of the same thing with laughing. Like if you get caught off guard and it's so funny, like there's a chance they can come out, and I just want you to know. I want to give you that heads up. So like maybe in the back of your mind, be like, okay, like ever since that really bad time, it might have happened like once since then, and it wasn't as bad. So, because I kind of keep it in the back of my mind now, I'm like, oh, doing your teeth, but I just had to, like, share that tip. I have a lot of tips I'm going to go over, but that was, like, one of the first ones I wanted to get out there, because, especially if you think about this, okay, here's a scenario. These two people that are not boyfriend and girlfriend, like, say they're, like, enemies or frenemies or something, or anybody besides someone that you're close to that you care, that I don't want to say you don't care if they see him, but like my boyfriend, I was definitely less embarrassed with him than I would have been with one of my girlfriends or a complete stranger or a classmate or a coworker. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Can you imagine, like if you don't know about this kind of thing and you get into an argument or something happens and boom, that happens. It kind of just like, I'm sure would be like very embarrassing. I mean, yeah, there's a chance those things can happen, and that's why I'm doing these videos, So if there's any way that I can help you guys to prevent something like that or make it less frequent, then that's what I'm going to try to do. So that's your first tip, and I'd love to hear if any of you guys have any stories or whatever. Just go ahead and comment below, you know, tell me if you've experienced this before and, you know, maybe how you get through it. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.